You are opping wrong on Nuke. I'm going to show you why you are struggling to find impact on this map and what you can do to start being the best Awper in the server. Make sure to watch this video to the end to learn how to become a professional Awper on this map, and let's get right into it. Alright, so you've been lied to on Nuke as far as what your role is on this map on the CT side and what you should be doing as an Awper. For thousands of hours when I was playing this game, I was told that as an Awper, I was supposed to be in Big Garage and controlling this outside part of the map. And while that's great, and you definitely can find impact out here on this side of the map, and it is important for you to be out here sometimes, you should not be stuck out here, and this is not the most optimal place an Awper can be. An Awper is actually not extremely optimized outside, especially when you're playing against pro level teams that know how to throw these kind of smokes and prevent you from having any impact outside because you're smoked off constantly, and there's just zero chance for you to get any impact. Now, so what is an Awper supposed to do? What position is an Awper supposed to play on this map? Well, actually, it might surprise you that most professional Awpers, their set role, their starting role for their default rounds is the Heaven Rotator. Now, what do I do on most of my rounds on Nuke? I come up here with this ladder, and I'm just helping out the A player. I'm mollying out Hut for him. He mollies Zora, I molly Hut, and then I kind of just chill here, control the upper side of the map at the beginning of the round. And then what do? I use my intuition and hear what's going on around the map to start rotating around and helping out around the map. So like I said earlier, most players think that they're just a garage Awper and outside Awper, but no. What I do, if they're doing heavy outside stuff and I can help, I'm out here scoping up on the cross, but more importantly, instead of me having an op in here, there's a rifler in here. So maybe they don't smoke Big Garage, and I sit up here and I am just purely supporting. Half of my round is literally just sitting here, throwing flashes over Big Garage that are gonna blind any T's out here, anyone silo. I might have a secret teammate in secret. So what I do is, just toss a flash over there for him. I'm totally supporting them and helping them get any frags outside, and helping them, especially if they're pushed up like red or something. So yeah, that's one rotation I can do. I can, drop down here and help outside. One smoke I can show you guys is if you are fighting a team that is going to be wrapping Heaven, they're smoking mini on T side and they're trying to wrap into Heaven side. If you ever see that, toss this smoke down here and play on top of this little rafter here. Play on top of it and you'll totally deny them and prevent them from having any way to get around here because you're one way on top of the op. So that's one rotation I make is I help out outside and I sit out here and maybe mid round I'll actually come out here and scope up on an angle and hold an angle that's really important to outside control. But like I said, I'm not starting out there. So that's one rotation I make. Let me show you a smoke that you need to know if you're an Awper on A is come here, get yourself lined up with like this beam and aim in the corner of these boxes right here and jump throw. Gonna smoke off door. If you're a Heaven Awper, you need to know how to smoke door because your teammate's going to ask you. But half time I'm dropping my util down to my teammates anyways. So yeah, just always keep that in mind. Another rotation you can make is you can actually drop here on the floor and scope up and hold the hut for your teammate. Maybe you have a teammate that wants to push into hut. Well, that's great because then you can scope up on, some of these angles just depending on where your teammates are. But you're helping out on A site. And sometimes I even like to walk my op into hut like late round and get posted up on this angle like right here, or if I hear lots of people outside, I know that I can scope up on maybe a more aggressive angle. But yeah, so you can also drop down on the A side and help there. One of the most common rotations I am making when I default into Heaven put start is coming here into J Hall and picking up this angle. And just communicate with your ramp player. Say he's over here jiggling. Maybe you took a shot Heaven, so they know your op is Heaven or outside. Rotate into ramp, have your guy keep jiggling, and get posted up on angle like this mid round. You know what I mean? So they think your op is not there, and then all of a sudden you can get a free kill. Okay, so we talked about what you should be doing when you default into a Heaven start. Now let's talk about more of the floating around type of plays you can make because that's the second thing on this map. You're not just a garage Awper. You also should be floating around the whole entire map and finding impact in every single area. That is what will separate you from being a low-level, low-tier Awper to just being an extremely high-level professional Awper on this map that, it doesn't matter if you're playing a team that is more experienced than you because you know what you're doing and you're confident in yourself. So let's talk about some of the starts you can do when you're not starting Heaven. So like, as I mentioned earlier, you can start garage. You can start out here and hold one of these angles up here, or you can post up on silo and try to get a kill. That's great. Another outside start you can do, if I have one of the best spawns here, I like to come out here, and as I'm running, I like to throw the smoke that bounces off this box and I have a teammate out here flashing, and then I'm also throwing a flash up here and getting into secret. And if I can, you know, I can post up on one of these angles, but my favorite angle to post up on when I'm in here is actually to come here and post up on this red cross. I love it because I can kill the first guy coming out here. Boom, I kill him. What do I do after I kill him? High level, when I'm playing these professional matches, someone is going to be there to trade him. So what do? I have a teammate ready with a flash. He throws a flash over, boom, flash, and I peek and get a kill. It's such a good play. But that's a start you can do when you're outside. Another one is you can come here red and scope up on these angles and get a free pick. Again, have a teammate flash above you, 3 kills. That's kind of the starts I like to do from outside when I start outside. Instead of coming outside, I like to go for a door pick sometimes if they're nading it open. Come in here, free kill on the person nading open door and trying to get out here. Very good start. Let's talk about what you can do on the ramp side of the map. If you're not defaulting heaven and you want to start ramp, I like to do this when I know they're on eco. And my riflers can play A site so that they don't get overran. I like to jump it here on this box, play here, and then when they're rushing, drop down. Or obviously you can play the standard angle right here. You can play on any of these angles. What you're going to run into at high level is people are going to start boosting right here, right? They're going to boost the Awper up. And if they do this to you and you're playing, it doesn't work, right? He's supposed to be crouched. But if they do this and you're playing one of these angles with the op, you're dead. Unless he misses, they're going to kill you because it's just a right-eyed peek on you. They have the advantage with the peek, and just the way the game physics work, you're not going to be able to kill them in time. So one angle I like to do if I know they have an op is I like to just come behind this box and play this off angle because they can't clear me until they're all the way out here. So any boost with the op, anything is going to be ineffective. The only problem is when you're behind this box, you're kind of stuck. You know what I mean? Like, you better have a smoke or something to help yourself out, but that's something I like to do ramp. Also, if I'm coming through ramp, I like to do a secret start. So the secret start is really important. And let me show you this really cool nade you can throw and why you should be throwing it. So line yourself up with these bolts here and then aim right here in the center of these bars. Throw it like that. What this is going to do is it's going to only blow up in one door. So throw this, and the T's might know that you're down here because they hear the nade. But one, you're not opening a door, you're nading it open, so they might not hear that you're down here. But I'll get into why that's important later. But I'll show you what we're going to do when we start down here. If we start down here and our teammates tell us that no one's crossed yet, what I like to do is, like, I like to get ready here secret, and they'll flash for me, and then I'll scope up on silo and see if I can get a kill with the flash. But the angle you're going to really want to play down here is something like this. This angle is super overpowered because guess what? First guy runs in, shoot, fall, right here, shoot, fall. What are you doing? You're right here, shoot, fall. And now you can use your ears and listen around and get, you know, impact kills like this. So this angle is so great for Awpers because you have one kill, 2 kill, 3 kills where you're guaranteed where they're swinging into you. And then even after these 3 kills, you have an opportunity to, you know, play around here and really play your game. So, and you obviously you can rotate down into vents here or down into single door side too and get another kill and then fall all the way to site. It's great. It's great. So why did we blow open the door like that? The reason we blew open the door like this is because say we're starting secret and they go ramp and kill our teammate ramp and they want to go execute into lower. Let me show you what it looks like from their perspective when they're coming down here. They think double door is actually closed. The nade that we threw doesn't show them until they are all the way scaled out here that it's actually not closed. And guess what? By the time they scale out here, guess what we're doing? Boom. We're scoped up like this and so many free kills. I throw this at a high level against teams like Furia, like some of the EG rosters and stuff, and it works, man. Like, it literally works because you're not expecting that. Because what professional players are doing most of the time is they're smoking single, and then they're going to exec through glass and try to take a double. But it doesn't matter because you're sitting here with the op and posted up on this angle. That's a super good tip, and I'll show you guys one more time the nade that you can throw. It's very useful, and it's a really good trick that you should start doing. And you just start like that, and it only blows up that door. So, but in general, also, like, opping from single is really good too. Opping from single is great. It's awesome. And sometimes when I'm feeling like really cheeky, what I like to do is I like to shoot open a hole in the door, and I actually like to scope up from inside single on the ramp to try to kill people as they're coming in. And that's standard. Most people know, like, you can opt from single. Lastly, I'm going to show you 2 aggressive picks you can do on A site and ramp to end out our video on CT opping on Nuke. Come up the ladder. When I'm in a pug, I like to just, we're going to throw a fake molly, right? We're going to throw a molly on top of hut. And to these guys, they might think that hut's molly because they hear that and they see the flames. But also what you can do is you can have a teammate stand here and throw a one-way or a fake molly. this molly's gonna land inside door, and they're gonna hear it inside here and think that it's mollied off. And why am I showing you this? Because what we're gonna do is, off the start of the round, we're gonna jump down here, and right away we're gonna scope up inside lobby here and try to catch people as they're walking into trophy and get a free kill into the round. That's a really good pick. You should do once a game. Never do it more than once, but once a game do that pick and you should find success with it. Secondly, what we're gonna do is you need a teammate with this. The both of you are gonna push into ramp here. I don't care how you do it, but we're just gonna do an aggressive pick. I like to scope up here and try to walk in and catch anybody here. Your rifler, what he's gonna do is he's gonna be walking with you, and when you're scoped up on this, he's gonna clear these close angles and take a 1v1 like dogfight against these guys while you're slowly still walking in behind them. And if someone's here, you're gonna trade them out. But if not, the goal is to get posted into here and get posted on like a angle like this. And if you want, you can even have him like get ready to trade, like sitting here, whatever. You can do whatever you want, but that pick is very good and very strong at a high level, especially. So, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I'm gonna put a card up here above one of these areas somewhere. Sorry, I'm gonna put a card that takes you to my last video on how to op and positioning and concepts that are very high level that can improve your game. I definitely recommend watching it. Very useful stuff. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Make sure to support me by liking, commenting, subscribing to my channel, the usual. But I really appreciate the support, and I want to make 2023 the best year yet for us. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate all of you, and you guys have a great year.